think I broke it. Chapter 2?
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Do I go to that flashing light? But I should, but I want to check out the ship graveyard. Definitely got it. 100%. Garbage. Looks like normal beach. People gotta find the bins. No recycling on this island. I wonder if there's anything to learn. Doesn't look like there's anything to collect in this game. Tom Hanks could have used all these parcels. Oh, we cast away. Gotta find Wilson. Wilson! Alright, no way onto the boat. Oh, that's just a buoy. Go down to this boat first before we wrap around that mountain. Oh, that's probably a dead end. Nope.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Yeah, that's what it was. They figured out how to make an antenna. Oh. Something did he eat nor drink. And neither did he eat nor drink. Nice. I wonder if it's a one big story. If I can find more, it'll all piece together. That'd be a cool idea. I wonder who's painting all this. Is it that hermit guy that's in the cave flashing the light at me? How did you get there? Your crooked head support. Oh, that looks like a way. But that also looks like a way. I'll go this way. I'm not gonna change my mind. So I was gonna go this way. I'll guess I'll have to double back again. Oh, it's a rock. I mean, it doesn't look like that bad of an island after, you know, because nobody's here. I mean, apart from no animals. Could use a little fixer-upper, but I mean, why not? Oh, weather's picking up. Bit windy.
It's only at night that this place makes any sluggish effort at life. You can see the buoy and the aerial. I've been taking to sleeping through the day in an attempt to resurrect myself. I can feel the last days drawing upon me. There's little point now in continuation. There must be
okay.
something new to find here. Some nook or some cranny that offers a perspective worth clinging to. I've burnt my bridges. I've sunk my boats and watched them go to water.
Okay. Oh, there's the, So I should have went that way. Don't know why I'm going up here. I'm looking for that nook and cranny. That's what it is. Good thinking. Probably will take me right back to the beginning. I wonder who built this. I tell you what, the fences are doing a great job of lasting this long. Oh, this is taking me right back to where I got here, where I went down to the ships instead of roughing around. Yep. And don't die, don't break my ankles. Go across country. Maybe oil or something. They look more like fishing mini cargo ships. They also look like trawlers in a way. Yeah, maybe.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital.
They're bad.
After the
Don't want a
operation,
kidney
when I
stone.
was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
My stones? Yours? Turned into an island? We're speaking in riddles. Oh, that's a drop.
When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
It almost sounded like it echoed. That's yeah, quite a drop. Oh, it's just the wind sound. I thought there was an echo. For some reason. If a game could do that. Oh, hut. Another hut. I'm making progress. Yep.
I've begun to climb, away from the sea and towards the center. It is a straight line to the summit, where the evening begins to coil around the aerial and squeeze
windy.
the signals into early silence. The bothy squats against the mount to avoid the gaze of the aerial.
Stable.
I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore.
Somebody's needed medical assistance. Doesn't look like it was a horse. Even though it's in a stable. Looks like someone was fixed up. Tell you what, it's building up the music. You can do it. Come on, let's get up the hill. Let's go.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it.
Jesus.
There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him, either.
This island's just full of death. What am I doing here? I'm not even gonna have a guess. almost looks like yakety yak. That would be
My
100%.
heart is landfill. These false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass. I have always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gulls forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
Hello. Little shadowy figure. I shall come to gather you later. Am I Esther? Was he on this island and then I come here in search of said person? More clues. That makes no sense. This is Area 51. Why am I going downwards? I don't want to go down. I want to go that way. Maybe. Who knows? We follow. Left, right, left, right, left. There needs to be a sprint button. Put my marathon perk on.
Jakobsen's ribcage, they told Donnelly, was deformed. The result of some birth defect, or perhaps a traumatic injury as a child. Brittle and overblown it was, and desperately light. Perhaps it was this that finally did for him, unable to contain the shattering of his heart. In half-light, his skeleton a discarded prop, a false and calcified seabird.
Is it going into morning time or is it sun setting? Wait, we were on the south side, so if that's right. If we were on
They
the
found
south
Jakobsen in early
side,
spring. The thaw had only just
a
come.
bit of north.
Even though he'd been dead nearly
Sets in
7
the
months,
west.
his
Okay,
body
so
had been
sun's
frozen
setting.
right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. All around him, small flowers were reaching for the weak sun. The goats had adjusted happily to life without a shepherd and were grazing freely about the valley. Donnelly reports they hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft, but I cannot corroborate this story.
Yeah, plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. Spooky wind noises coming from a cave on the side of an ocean. All indicators of do not enter.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink,
What is
and
this
the pain is crashing in
sound?
on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Your final ascent. Oh, that's cool. Not eerie at all. Oh!